Hi Cancer, welcome to your daily love reading. My name is Pretty and I'll be doing your love reading today. So before we begin with your love reading, Cancer, please do remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever does not. Okay, so let's begin with your love reading, Cancer. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance, and this is Sagittarius energy. So this is an energy of someone who is practicing restraint. They're trying to be the bigger person. They want to be mature with how they handle this connection because they see value in the connection. You know, it's like they're seeing this connection as divine, sacred, special, and they feel like they can't be careless with it because they don't want to mess things up. So it does look like they're being very careful and considerate. Let's see. We have the Emperor, Aries energy, the Eight of Pentacles, Earth energy, and the Death card, Scorpio energy. Yeah, they feel like this connection is something special, something they're willing to put the work in for, something they want to commit to and dedicate themselves to. They are showing up as committed. They want to be reliable. They want to be seen as a good partner. They want to show up and be judged by those actions. The Death card does show that this person may have a past of not being what they want you to see them as. So it's like someone who in the past they were not faithful in their relationships. But with this connection, they feel like they want to be careful. They don't want to do things that could ruin the connection. It's like things that they used to do in their past. This connection is special. This connection they don't want to do that with. So there is an energy of this is someone who has undergone a transformation. It's possible that it's this connection that triggered that for them because they're just showing up as wanting to be the best version of themselves when it comes to this connection because they see its potential. So they want to put in the work. They've changed. They've worked on themselves and they want to be able to give something of quality to this and they want to build something secure and stable. Let's clarify these cards. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So it's like this person really does want you guys to be on the same page. They may want to encourage more communication and reassurance. Let's see. We have the Fool, Aquarius energy, the Queen of Wands, fire energy, and the Seven of Pentacles, earth energy. Yeah, it looks like someone who in the past they were not very committal, or they were someone who didn't move with they were very self-focused and they may have actually had like short-lived connections, or they didn't used to take connections as seriously as they want to take this one. Because now they're seeing this as something they really want to invest their all into. They're seeing the long term. They want this forever. And it's because they're also seeing your value. They're seeing you as someone that they really would not want to lose. So they want to put their best foot forward here. This person is already very invested. They feel like you guys make a great team. And they want this to be a till death do us part type of connection. Okay, so I'm going to pull out an oracle card for you. Okay, we have hold your vision, fixed moon, and your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Again, someone who's willing to put in the work. This is not an idealistic approach that they're taking to this connection. They're realistic. They believe you guys can grow together and build something solid together. They're fixed. They've decided that this is what they want. They're committed. They're in it for the long haul. It feels like there's an intuitive nudge on their side, like an angel or just God or spirit telling them that this is something sacred, this is something worth protecting. and they want to protect it by showing up as the best version of themselves. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, they do feel like there's something about this connection. Like, they may have felt it very quickly, very instantly. It's possible that you're just like, you're this person's dream person, you're their ideal, so they don't want to mess this up. But they really do feel motivated to put their best foot forward in this connection. For some of you, it's possible that this past energy with the death card is that perhaps in the past, if you were with this person, they weren't showing up as their best, but something has motivated them to want to be their best. Like, this person has changed for the better, and they want you to see that. But if this is a new person, it's their previous connections. They didn't show up in the best way they could have, and they've changed, and this time they want to do it properly. They want to be the emperor. We have grace and sweetness. The pursuit of perfection then is the pursuit of sweetness and light. So there's, again, they want to handle this with care. You know, they want to do it properly. It's like this person has really learned a lot from their past failures and mistakes. We have gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Okay, so they do value, they appreciate you. I'm going to pull out a card for your advice, Cancer. We have surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. This person wants your trust. They want to gain your trust. Okay, they want to have a healthy, harmonious relationship with you. So I'm going to pull out a message from the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? What do they want you to know? And what do they want to say to you? So let's start with Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, how do they feel about you? I want to be more than friends. You and I were too young. So there's again that energy of in the past, when they were younger, or they used to behave in a very like foolish way or immature way, self-centered kind of way in their relationships. And this time they don't want that. They don't want to take that light-hearted, careless approach. This connection, they are taking it seriously. They want to show up as the grown-up version of them. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, how do they feel? Okay, they have regrets about lying to you. They want to make a change. They want to work on this. They want to fix it. They've also been working on themselves. If you're dealing with a Gemini, how do they feel? Yeah, they know they messed things up. They want to fix it. If you're dealing with a Cancer, how do they feel? Yeah, they're blaming it. Again, there's something here about the past, immaturity. They wish that they were better prepared. So they are kind of taking time to work on themselves so they can have something better to offer. If you're dealing with a Leo, how do they feel? They're trying to focus on work, again, building themselves up, wanting to fix themselves. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they're very attracted to you. They feel a strong pull. They feel that chemistry. There's something that's making them feel motivated to act. Again, there's that thing of they've had to make changes. If you're dealing with a Libra, So we have, they're waiting for you. Yeah, they're letting it go, but it's not, it's in a passive way, like they're waiting for you to show interest or reach out. If you're dealing with the Scorpio, okay, they really want you. Okay, they are understanding their behavior and their drives. If you're dealing with the Sagittarius, they hope you can forgive them. They really want your forgiveness. They want to compromise, make peace, and reconcile. If you're dealing with Capricorn, they hope you don't have someone else. They want to feel that way again. They want to be with you again. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they feel a strong connection to you, especially through music. They do feel like this connection is pretty spiritual. If you're dealing with a Pisces, they are taking the blame. They feel like you had good intentions and you deserve better, and they want to be better for you. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. I hope you have a really, really good day, Cancer. Bye, Cancer.